Abby Tedros here at the WBTV News Now desk. Thank you for joining me on this Tuesday, March 9th. So the reason that I am reaching out to you guys right now on our OTT platforms and on Facebook Live is because there's another mass vaccination clinic starting today at Bank of America Stadium. And we actually have our Sharon Hayes joining us live right now. Sharon, you've been out there for quite some time now, and I understand that this started not too long ago. It's a little different than what we've seen in the past with these mass vaccination clinics. So Atrium Health expected to give 14,000 people their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. What can you tell me about this clinic? What are you seeing out there right now?
Well, good morning, Abby. Yes, I've been out here since shortly before 7:30, and people were already lined up and ready to go. They were walking across the Mint and Graham Street intersection with their mask already on, which is what health leaders out here are asking you to do. I'm going to step to the side here so I can zoom in a little bit closer so you can see all of the people that are already lined up out here. And as you can see, definitely quite a decent amount of people. Now, if you have an appointment, you must wear a mask, and you're also asked to wear a shirt that allows easy access to your arm and doesn't bring, and you're asked not to bring people with you who are not getting vaccinated. So that includes people like your children, your spouse, etc. We spoke with Atrium doctors who said that as more people become eligible to get vaccinated, clinics are highly sought after at this point, and so they're trying to match the supply with the demand. And so yes, quite a few people out here, and we're just going to see how this plays out throughout the day. But as you said, Abby, it's going to be about 14,000 people they're expecting to be vaccinated over the next 3 days.
So Sharon, this clinic is a little different than what we've seen in the past. Can you walk me through what the key differences are with this vaccination clinic?
Well, we know with the past clinics, they were a combination of drive up and walk through. This is a walk up appointment only, and it is by appointment only. So I have to emphasize that when we've been checking on the website various times this morning, it said that there were no more remaining appointments, but we will keep checking. But again, walk up only. This is not a drive-through clinic, and you're going to have to make sure you have an appointment before you show up out here. Abby?
And Sharon, we know how parking can get around Bank of America Stadium. So for those who are interested in stopping by and do have that appointment, what do they need to know about parking?
Right. When you arrive, you're asked to park in the Legacy Union parking deck on level 6 or higher. You'll be happy to know that that parking is complimentary. They are providing that strictly for the people that are out here to get vaccinated over the next 3 days.
That was our Sharon Hayes reporting. Sharon, thank you so much, and she's going to have more for us in the noon newscast. Now, as more people get access to the COVID-19 vaccine and are eligible to get the shot in both North and South Carolina, I do want to walk you through who is eligible in both North and South Carolina. So let's go ahead and take a look. So starting with this graphic that our vaccine team has put together for you, in North Carolina, you can see anyone in group 1, 2, or 3 can now get the vaccine, and that includes healthcare workers, long-term care residents and staff. It also includes older adults and frontline essential workers. And then take a look at this. South Carolina now in phase 1B, and we know that those who are eligible include people who are 55 or older, people who have pre-existing conditions, and people who are considered a frontline essential worker, like teachers, restaurant workers, grocery store employees. They all fall into this category. Now, again, as states continue to expand eligibility and we see more people both in North and South Carolina and across the country continue to get fully vaccinated, another big development that we did see yesterday, the CDC released guidelines for those who are fully vaccinated. So once you get both of your shots with the Moderna and Pfizer vaccine or the single shot of the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, what will your life look like? So the CDC basically now saying that it allows for less restrictions when meeting with other people in person. You see it right here on your screen. Fully vaccinated people can visit with other fully vaccinated people indoors without having to wear masks or social distancing. And they can also visit with unvaccinated people from a single household who are low risk for COVID without masks or social distancing. And finally, a fully vaccinated person does not have to quarantine or be tested for COVID-19 if they are asymptomatic. And just so you know, if you all have any questions related to the vaccine or this entire process, because there is a lot to unpack here, our vaccine team is working hard to answer all of your questions. And we actually have the vaccine team tab on our website, so I do want to pull that up for you. Of course, we encourage all your questions. There's a big graphic right here on the home page of our website, so you click on it and then you'll be able to see our latest stories. You can see the state expands to phase 1B vaccinations in South Carolina. That happened yesterday. And then we have a breakdown as far as who is eligible, because we do get those questions frequently. And then you also can ask your own questions if you do have one, and we can answer those for you. So one interesting question that we got most recently, and we were able to answer, people were asking if you could post your vaccine card on social media, essentially celebrating that you got the vaccine after, the amount of time that we've had under this pandemic. And experts are saying that it's great to celebrate, but they do want you to be careful because there is information on those cards that scammers could potentially get access to and then piece it together with other information about you that is available on social media, and then, either try to steal your information or do something worse. And the Better Business Bureau tells our vaccine team that you should either share your vaccine sticker or use a profile frame. Sometimes you'll see those profile frames on social media sites like Facebook when big events happen. So they ask you to do something that's a little more safe than sharing all of that information online. So there is a lot to unpack here, and we did go through a lot in that brief period of time. We have all of this information on our website, so I do want to pull up WBTV.com one more time for you, and you can see there is a vaccine team tab as soon as you get to the home page, and you can see all of that information available for you in this single section, breaking down eligibility based on which part of the Carolinas you're from, North Carolina, South Carolina, and then we have the Q&A tab as well, where you can ask your question, and then we have all of the questions that we've answered so far, our vaccine team, available to you. We also have a map that highlights the information related to your specific county, so you can also access that and learn a little bit more about what your experience will be like when the time comes for you. So again, there is a lot to look into. You can get that information on our website at WBTV.com. You can also get access to this on our OTT platform. So if you have Amazon Fire, Apple TV, or Roku, you can get all of this information on there as well. And the time right now is 8:25 in the morning, and coming up at noon, we'll have the latest information for you related to the vaccine as well.